I have a story near and dear to me considering one of the parties involved is from my hometown, Vancouver, and the other party is this thing. Okay, so Elon Musk, big supposed free speech guy, but of course we all know this isn't true. He's approved about 83% of censorship requests from authoritarian governments. He's banned accounts for making fun of him or disagreeing with him. He's interfered in Turkish elections by censoring those opposed to Erdogan. Similar thing in India, where he censored critics of Narendra Modi. And the list goes on. I made a main channel video about Elon's hypocrisy and rampant censorship if you want to know more. But this video is a pretty silly and honestly just petty instance of Elon's proclivity to ban people he disagrees with. So there's a nightclub up in Vancouver called the Penthouse, which I've never been to because I'm an 85-year-old man at heart, but that's besides the point. In the midst of Trump's expansionist rhetoric, he's repeatedly called for the annexation of Greenland, reclaiming of the Panama Canal, renaming of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America, and the integration of Canada as the 51st state. In the case of Greenland, he's mentioned potentially using military force, which is definitely something a staunch anti-war candidate would do. And in the case of Canada, he's mentioned using economic force to pressure us to join the states. But see, the thing is, we don't want to join the states. I like the fact that our high schools are not getting shot up nonstop. I like the fact that I could walk into the ER if need be and not go into fucking life-altering medical debt. No shade to my American friends. A lot of really great people down there, but I and most other Canadians don't want to be part of the U.S. empire. And that sentiment was reflected by the Penthouse nightclub, who put up this sign reading, "Forever neighbors, never neighbors." In Canada, we spell neighbor with a U, and in America, they don't. That's the joke. The sign is just saying that we'll always be neighboring countries, but we're not going to integrate into the states. Anyway, soon after posting an image of their new sign to their X account, the post got flagged for being potentially hateful, which, if you're familiar with the current state of X, it's home to a good amount of Nazis, like literal, actual Nazis and race realists, some of whom Elon likes to interact with and signal boost. So it's very rich to see an image like this get flagged for being potentially hateful, while an image like this has been left unscathed. So shortly after this post was flagged, the Penthouse's account was banned from X for violating the hateful profile policy, which says nothing about making a political joke, by the way. Long story short, eventually the ban was overturned and they got their page back, but I had to touch on this story mostly because the prevalence of actually hateful content on X is very high. And it seems like no matter how much it's reported or called out, Elon's moderation team doesn't really do anything about it. But as soon as Daddy Trump gets made fun of, Elon's team is very quick to act. This is similar to the time when Elon started censoring the term cis because he argued that it is a slur, even though it's not. It's been used in scientific fields for ages, notably when dealing with isomers, all while being lenient on actual slurs. Just a quick little video to add to the many instances of Elon not actually caring about free speech the way he claims, and instead just being a partisan hack who's used his massive influence and wealth to push a political agenda. Kind of like what he accuses George Soros of doing. Anyway, check out the main channel for longer, more thought out stuff if you want. Just wanted to share this with you.